We are live. Welcome, ladies, to the Career Hot Seat with Dr. Naomi Noels. I have a very special guest I'll be bringing on shortly. I want to thank everyone that is connected right now watching the live stream. You're welcome. I would like to say briefly just about what the whole concept of the career hot seat and we have business hot seat is about. So basically, I am so passionate about helping women around the world, no matter where you're from, because I see that there is a huge gap when it comes to we becoming successful in our businesses, becoming successful in our careers. Because when you have someone who has a net worth of, let's say, 10 billion, how do you reach out to such a person? So we see successful women, not all of them, but most of them feeding their circle, which is not bad at all. But I want to help people who are not just in my circle, but reach out beyond to other women to make sure that our young ladies are gaining clarity, they are pointed in the right direction. And that is why I'll be bringing lots of guests onto the show. People who are successful and doing so well, they have a properly balanced life, and they'll be telling you their secret to success, secret to build a good business, secret to build a good career. And today we have the career hot seat with someone called engineer Shola Moyero. She's going to be sharing with us details about how she chose her career, how she got to where she is basically. So it's going to be more like a 30 minutes show, so we're not going to take too much time. If you do have any questions, please send your questions in the comments. I will see your questions in the comments. Okay, Evita. Oh, welcome, Evita. Thank you so much for joining. I'm so happy. You've been so supportive. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mrs. Angela. She's here. Thank you so much. There is a saying, I heard an adage basically that says, you learn from those who have gone up. When you learn from people who have gone ahead of you, life becomes much more easier for you. So why suffer when someone can tell you this is the right way to go? And that's why I have my guest with me today. So I would like to bring her on in the next 1 minute, and I'm sure that she's ready for us. So here we go. Yay. She's here. Welcome, Engineer Shola. I'm so happy to have you today with me.
It's such a great honor to be here. I'm so happy to be here too. I want to say thank you very much. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Wow. I've said a lot about you already, but I know our audience would like to hear from you directly. So can you please start by introducing yourself, your name and your profession, what you do as a career?
Okay.
Oh, I think the network is trouble with the network. Yeah, but she'll be back soon.
Shola Moyero.
Okay.
I'm busy in
Okay, I think
Abuja.
Okay, I think this is much better because I couldn't hear you properly.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So you can say what you said before. So I asked for you to introduce yourself and your profession, what you do.
Okay, my name is Engineer Shola Moyero. I'm a wife. I'm a mother of 3, and I'm a
Wow.
civil structural engineer. Yeah.
Wow, mother of 3, and you're looking this beautiful.
I want to be like you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
I don't have 3 yet. I'm planning to have one. Trust me, one more, maybe 3. So we'll be square. Well, that's amazing. That's really amazing. That's amazing.
Thank you.
So the next question I have for you is, at what point, you've already answered question 1 and 2, which is basically your career, and if you're married, you have kids, and you said you're a structural engineer and you're married with 3 children, and you look so beautiful and young. It's amazing. So I'd like to know from you, I'm sure our audience would like to know as well, at what point did you decide that I want to become an engineer? This is what I want to pursue. This is what I want to do. At what point in your life did you make that decision?
Okay, I think I was actually meditating on that yesterday. At what point did I actually said I want to become an engineer?
it started when I was a little, I was far young. I was very young, and when I look at structures, I'm always telling myself that I can do this thing. When I see expatriates, I see the whites in Julius Berger, those in the big construction company. I'm like, if the whites come to Nigeria to work for us, what about we, the indigenous engineers? So I've always wanted to be an engineer. My passion is to have the biggest construction company in Nigeria.
My God.
So it's something, yes. Before I gained admission to university, I've always wanted to be an engineer.
Wow, wow, that is awesome. I can feel your drive from here. Your motivation speaks a lot. That is amazing. That's really
And
beautiful. And congratulations. I know that you're a very, very successful person and you're very, very hardworking. And that's why I want our young ladies and even those who are not also young, those who want to pursue a new career, already in existing careers, to learn from how you did yours, right? So my next question is, how did you gain clarity in choosing a career? Because sometimes we bounce around the bit and say, okay, maybe I'll go for this, maybe I'll go for that. Were you at any point confused? And if you were, how did you gain that clarity?
according to John Maxwell, he said, vision is the power that sustains.
Hmm.
First of all, to have a clarity in what you want to do in your career, you must first have a vision. If you
Hmm.
don't have a vision as a human being, you will do anything that comes your way.
Hmm.
Like I said, I've always wanted to be an engineer. I've never done anything extra than this. Even when I wasn't passing in school very well, I did not change my mind. So getting
Wow.
clarity in what you want to do is remaining focused and not diverting your attention. If you want to be a nurse, put your attention on that nursing school and become a nurse. So getting clarity is based on focus. Just focus on exactly what you want to do.
Wow, I like that point you made about you said something about when you were in school, even though you were struggling to, was it like you were struggling to understand maybe the chemistry, physics behind becoming a structural engineer? What was your struggle particularly about?
You know, in university days, I didn't really do well that much in school, but I was
Mm,
not discouraged because I was looking beyond the grades on the board. I kept
mm,
telling my classmates, I said, even if they give me all the carryovers in Ambrosali University, I'm not going to change my mind. I'm still going to be one of the best structural engineer Nigeria will ever produce. No, some actually laughed at me. Some were like, better just, madam, just go and do something else. But I held on to that word. I want to be the best structural engineer. So I've been focused. Even leaving school, I had to go and do something extra to
mm.
brush myself up and to become better.
Okay, wow, that's amazing. And I would like to bring us to a point where we can, how do I say, permit me to use the word, marry vision and achievement. So can you tell us from that time when you were in university, you made up your mind, you finally got the certificate done, and now what are your achievements as an engineer?
Wow. To the glory of God, this is my 11th year as a practicing engineer. I've been
Wow.
practicing for the past 11 years. Well, my achievements, I'm a registered current engineer. I'm a member of Nigeria Society of Engineers. I'm a member of Nigerian Association of Structural Engineers. I'm a member of Association of Professional Women Engineers. And by the grace of God, I've been able to take part in a lot of major projects in Abuja, high-rise major projects in Abuja. So
Wow.
I've done a lot of projects. I've done a lot of projects, and I really want to thank God for that.
Wow.
Yes.
Could you give us an example? Could you name a few, maybe one or two projects that maybe someone who's in Nigeria might be familiar with, or if they just Google, they will see that okay, yeah, this is what she was actually talking about.
Yeah. There are quite some in Abuja, like the one that's very popular in Abuja, GA247 Plaza by KINGFEM is at Mabushi Road. It's a six-floor building which was designed and supervised by me. So from the design to the roof. So currently we're doing another 10-floor building. That's
Wow.
10, yes, 10 floors. We're actually on the foundation stage. And I have other projects. I have another 5-floor building at Use 2 that I'm actually supervising. I have another one block of flats, is about 4 floors. I'm majorly into high rise. I do
I
majorly high rise projects.
know
Yeah. So though I do actually do some maybe duplex, but when you mention engineer Shola, they think, oh, high rise. So the
high
first thing
rise.
that comes to mind is high rise. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Wow.
it. Yes.
Yeah. So
So the
you did
major
not.
one that the major one that a lot of people know is that GA247 Plaza by KINGFEM. Yes,
Mm.
that one is very, very popular in Abuja.
Well, it's very interesting to know that you did not only decide to become an engineer alone, but you decided to create a niche for yourself. So you didn't jump into the waters and just say, let's all struggle together. Like you said specifically, it's about vision and pursuing what exactly you want. And the beautiful thing that I myself personally have discovered about vision is when you set your mind to do something, you gain clarity as you go forward. And vision
That's
begins to
true.
show you the opportunities that you can actually grab. I believe that you will feel so joyful. I mean, let me even ask you myself, how do you feel when you walk past those buildings and it calls your name? Like, yeah, I designed that building. What? How does it make you feel? How does it make you feel?
The truth is this: the engineering world is very competitive, especially for we female engineers. It's very competitive. So, having been having been participated in that project, there's this confidence it gives. So
Mm,
I don't talk too much trying to convince somebody about
mm,
what I do. I just take them there, show them that is what I have done. So there's this confidence it gives me. I don't shake when I'm before people to say, I'm an engineer. I don't need to preach too much to tell you who I am. I just show you what I've done. So it gives me much confidence.
so we can say that that success is a confidence boost, isn't it? That's
Yes.
amazing. That is amazing. So let's move on to the next question. What has been your a major challenge in your life in the process of establishing yourself as an engineer? What was your major challenge?
Well, I have so many challenges. You know, like I said, leaving school, our Nigerian universities, they will actually
Mm,
they'll give you the theoretical parts of what you need to know. But you need to go the extra mile to go and gain knowledge yourself.
mm,
You know, coming to Abuja 2006 as a young lady, having nobody to even stay with, it wasn't easy. Trying
wow.
to get people to even teach you, I had to pay a lot of sacrifice to get people to teach me what I know today. It didn't just jump on me.
Mm,
I had to have a lot of sleepless nights,
mm,
sleepless nights begging people, please just teach me this thing. I paid people to learn. Then I had to
mm,
work for free because people will tell you, I don't want
mm,
an engineer on this side. So a lot of times I had to work for free to learn more, you know. And
mhm.
even as a female engineer, even when you're in a project, the men want to use that ego to overshadow you.
Yeah.
So
Mm,
you have to be very good to be able to overcome that. Because if you're not good, you will not have any headway in that aspect. So my major
mm,
challenge is fighting to learn. It has not been easy, or it wasn't easy fighting to learn. Fighting to learn, you have to pay a lot of sacrifice to learn.
mm. Wow, that you really said a lot. In some of the things you mentioned are things that I myself am familiar with. And you mentioned about having sleepless nights, and you did volunteering to even get someone to say, okay, please, I want to volunteer to be this. A lot of young women who want to go into, start a career, they find that challenge very common as well because you have a company you admire, I want to work in this company, and then you're saying, okay, please, can I work for free? And they're like, I don't think you can. And there's no even space for volunteering for people, which is something that these companies you actually look at so that more people with that experience can have the opportunity to do so. And you also mentioned something about fighting to learn. Yes, getting someone to teach you. And I've mentioned that a couple of times in one of my sessions where I said I myself found difficult to get a mentor. I eagerly wanted to learn, business, but there was no one there to teach. And the ones that were there, I could not afford it. I didn't have the money to pay. So you find yourself going through the whole situation by yourself, just learning through every step. It's really amazing. And you also mentioned about gender inequality issues, at work when some people feel like, can a woman be an engineer? Where we're here, and I can imagine you coming with creativity, and innovation and saying, I want things done, I would love for things to be done differently. And if you had a boss who was there and you were here, it's quite difficult to, get that idea through. I've had that experience as well. It's challenging, especially when you are a female. And this is why we're trying to help ladies to, give them advice and some sort of clarity to point them in the right direction. Well, thank you so much. So let's go to the next question. So how did you overcome that challenge, or how are you dealing with the challenges that you have now?
Okay, I'll talk about I'll use my present workplace as an example. I actually work as a project manager. I have
Okay.
about 10 male staff directly under me. If
Mm.
I add the contractors, I have over 20 male staffs working under me. You know, like I said, men will always be men, no matter what. They always want to show that ego. But using wisdom, like I said, you have to be good. You have to be good to have confidence. It takes confidence to be a boss anywhere. If you don't know what you are doing,
Mm.
people will come and push you from that seat. You know,
Yeah.
I, I had I had to know what exactly I'm doing, and I had to be very firm. Because dealing with the male counterpart, you have to be very firm and you have to know exactly what you are doing. And
Mm.
like dealing with the challenges of learning, I'm still learning. I keep learning every day. I have to humble myself even to learn from artisans, because you have different buildings. You don't have two exact buildings. You have different buildings with different challenges. So even the artisans, I keep learning from them. I learn from the artisans. I learn from everybody that comes around, because the learning process is a continuous one. And also you have to exercise a high level of humility. You have to be very, very humble, because you working as an engineer, when you have over 22 people under you, you have to be very humble to be able to communicate exactly what you want to be done. And you have to be swift. You have to work with speed, and you have to maximize high level of capacity to be able to get everything you want done at the stipulated time. Okay, while I wait for Dr. Naomi to come, I think she's having network problem. I'll just keep talking about building your career. Like I said, you have to be very focused. If you want to be a medical doctor, you have to first of all know exactly what you want to be as a medical doctor, because you have medical doctors everywhere. What exactly do you want to become as a medical doctor? And you have to create a niche for yourself. You have to look beyond the challenges, look beyond the hurdles. You have to focus on that goal of achieving exactly where you want to be. It's never a smooth ride. There is no success that doesn't have a story, that doesn't have an history. Every success has its own story, has its own history. So when you have vision, vision makes you to cross hurdles without even feeling it. You keep crossing hurdles because why? There's something you are trying to achieve. Yeah, thank you. She's back. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God. The funny thing was I had internet issues, so I had to reconnect to another device, but I could hear you, everything you were saying. So
Wow.
please continue so I can let you round that up before I move to the next question. So please
No,
continue.
I'm fine. Yes, I'm good.
You're
I'm okay. Yes. Yeah.
okay. All right. So now we know that you're married. right? And you have kids already and you're building this career. How do you create balance? Because it's a major issue with balance. How do I manage? A lot of women get discouraged. I have 3 children. I'm sure you have boys. I have boys. I know how they can be. Even girls can be, oh mommy, do my hair. Oh, this I want shopping. I want, and you're like, why Lord, why now? Can't they just understand I need my sleep? So how do you create that balance? Because you're looking so beautiful and people are like, are you sure? I'm sure when most people saw you on the event side, they did not believe that this one will have kids. Maybe they just want to use women that they don't know that you are, you're there, you are not that you have this core responsibility. So how do you balance your core responsibility alongside holding your career together?
That's a very big question. The truth
Yes.
is that, like I said earlier on, there's no success without challenges, without hurdles. I encourage a lot of women. I tell them always go for help. Learn to get help. No man is an island. So women will say, I don't want any woman in my house. I don't want any nanny. I don't want anybody in my house. I'm kind of person. I encourage people to come live with me because I need help. First of all, I allow
Mm,
people come help me.
yeah.
And there's no difference between an engineer and the person working in a bank, or even a teacher, a school teacher that closes by 5 p.m. But it's
Mm,
what you do during that time that matters. So when I close from work, I tell people, immediately I get to the door of my house, I'm no more an engineer. I'm mommy. I'm mommy Tolu. I'm Mrs. Moyero. I am I
yeah.
am mommy Tolu. I am Mrs. Moyero. I try not to bring leftover from the office to the house. I try not to work in the house. So when I'm in the house, I'm a full housewife and I'm a mother. But
Mm,
I encourage lesson teachers. I encourage house helps. Of course, you have to be very prayerful to know the right ones to use. But I
yeah.
encourage in-laws, I encourage sisters, I encourage people in my home. I don't close my door and say you must not come in. You must come in because I need you. I need you to help me. I need you to help me. Then you have to pay money. I pay for extra classes for the children so that if I cannot do all the assignments for them, the school will help me. Then when I'm at home, I'm at home. I'm a full-time home person. I check, I know exactly, and I maximize my stay at home. I maximize my weekends. I maximize my 1 hour with the children. I maximize my 2 hours, my 3 hours. I maximize them. But I don't bring my work from office to the house. Neither do I carry my house to the office. So that is it. Mm.
Wow, that's really, really amazing. It might be different for someone who maybe works from home. So there are some people that they don't actually have to go to a business place. Maybe their hustle is online. How do you think they can juggle and create that balance as a woman? Because if women have a natural instinct to survive and to nurture. If you would find yourself in that same situation, how do you think you can manage that when it comes to not bringing your work into your home? But now, what if your work is in your home? What do you think that particular woman can do in that situation?
Okay, working from home, you're already in the home, you're already at home. So I think you should just if you don't have to go out where you have to work in your house, is to look for a serene environment and work. Look for a serene environment. I know the children will need attention, but you must make them understand. Like my children, they understand. You know that mommy is an engineer. The other day, my daughter asked me, Mom, why don't you just go and learn cooking and stop going to work? Just be
Oh my,
cooking or be selling shoes or just sell shoes, just sell bags. I say, no, I'm a career woman. I want to be an engineer, so I have to work for it. But working from home, you must learn to, your children must understand. Even a 1 year old child can also understand that, see, mommy has to work and look for something to engage the children with. You
mm,
can't say that I'm working from when you're working to generate income, you're working to generate money. So you must also spend the money to also
mm,
increase your capacity. So if you know that the children will need something extra to give you that 1 hour serene environment, I think you should invest into it
mm.
so that you know that, oh, I have one quiet environment and I'm not leaving the children stranded. I'm not leaving them to just do something on their own. And I don't have a house help. I don't have anybody to help me. But I know this thing will benefit the children to engage them for the next 2, 3 hours. I have to do it. So you do it and just get that serenity that you need. So you can't say that, I don't want the children to disturb me. There's no cartoon for them to watch. There's no computer for them to work on. There's no toys for them to work on. There's nothing for them to do. They will disturb you. That's just the truth. So you work to get income. So you must also spend the income to maximize your capacity. So look for something to engage the children with. Just look for, like me, I engage my children a lot. Even in their schools, they call me helicopter mommy because I'm always in their school. I'm always asking teachers. Yes, people are always surprised.
Yeah.
Even my busy schedule, I engage in their school teachers. They know me. In the morning, I'm there. I'm always asking questions. Ma, please, is there any challenge? How do you think I can become better? What do I need to improve? And I tip them. If it's to tip a sister, yes, I tip. Though some schools don't encourage it, but I do it on my own will because I know that I might not be able to teach them all the numeracy, all the literacy, but tipping the teacher, encouraging her, she'll give me that extra. She'll give my children the extra attention. It's just wisdom. She'll give my children the extra attention. So I'm always in the school. When it's time for meetings, I know the teachers. I know, first of all, I know the kind of children I have. I know the ones that are strong-willed. I keep apologizing on behalf of them before they even offend the school teacher. Say, please, my child has not done anything. They'll say no, because I know this one, I know that one. So I also encourage sisters to come in, encourage in-laws to come. People say, I don't want anybody in my house. This one is a witch. This one, no. If you want to be a career people, you must also accommodate witches. So you must be very prayerful.
Yes.
You must be very, very prayerful. Yeah, that's just the truth. Because no man is an island. You must be very prayerful. If you want your husband to assist you, you must be very submissive to make him understand that yes, I have to assist my wife. So don't just do as if no, this career thing is my all and all. It's just a part, it's just a fraction of your life. So everything you need to make it work is good. You invest into that thing. Invest in what to give the children attention so you can have your capacity maximized. And you don't have to spend all the time. Even at work, you have breaks. At work, you have like 1 hour break, 2 hours break. So when you're working at home, you can still go out maybe for 1 hour, check what is happening, ensure everything is okay. Then you can return back to your room or return back to your library or your work room. So that's how it is. So you must learn to engage your children, open your home for people to come in. If you want to be successful, I've always done that. I when I receive my income, I ensure it goes round. You that have been helping me watch the children, I give you something. Even the nanny that comes from home to come and work, I ensure I give her something so she doesn't run away. I give her something extra just to encourage her. So, like my children, I engage them in a lot of extracurriculum activities, online courses. They learn a lot of things just to take that time. So when I'm around, I know we're doing Bible study, we are discussing, we're gisting, we're rubbing minds. No, okay, where can mommy improve? Where you too as a child can improve. So
Awesome.
that's what I do. Yeah.
Because this is the answer I've been waiting for. This is exactly what I wanted you to talk about because you went all out, trust me. And it's people need people to be real, to tell them the truth that this is exactly the thing you need to do. I would support what you said about tipping the teachers because it's not the same in every country. Here in the UK, it's more like it's their responsibility. No teacher can ask you tip, because they're afraid to even lose their job. They are mandated to take care of the children. It works that way. But in a country like Nigeria, for example, they are not government workers. They are even if they're private workers, the principal does not owe them. So it's more like you have to go the extra mile to do. And you're not just the first mom saying it. I was having a discussion with my sister, and she said the same thing as well, that she knows all the teachers. In fact, she knows their shoe sizes. She knows
Yes, I do.
so
When
she
during
gives.
their birthdays, yeah.
I'm telling you, she gives them better gifts. Christmas, she buys things for them. New Year's, she'll buy for them. And she goes and they give the children extra attention. So if you're a mom in Nigeria and your child is in the school and you're feeling like I'm paying school fees now, they will neglect your children.
They will.
They will neglect your children because it's not easy. It's more like a very, how do I say it? I don't want to use the word toxic, but everyone is trying to pursue something, and it's not really one person's life is not better than the other, but it's more like everyone is trying to pursue something. So they can take that frustration. Not everyone is emotionally intelligent to manage their emotions, especially when it comes to being women, to carry your emotion from your home. Your husband made you angry in the morning, or your child did something, or maybe their child cannot afford to go to the same school they are teaching at, and your child walks along and is the one maybe, how do I say in quote, maybe over pampered child, and they come and start doing, and their teacher will be angry. Why would you behave like that? My own child does not have the opportunity. So you have to learn to be nice. And it brings me to the point of what you also said about, when you said you're giving them food and things like that. I was doing a training yesterday, and the trainer said something about him reading a book by a man called Kit. I've forgotten the last name, but he said something that the title of the book is Never Eat Alone. So people who support you, you have to learn to feed them. You can't keep money in your pocket. You are going to be stranded. You're going to be indeed an island. So if you have, as a woman, you want to create balance in your life, you have to learn to feed the people that are supporting you. It is so important. And to bring everything to a summary on what you said is about helping people, giving money. It's all about creating alliances. So you have to create alliance with the teachers, create alliance with your drivers. I see the way some people treat their drivers, their cooks, the maid or whatever. It's in a very bad way, and then they do harm to the children. And you also said something to balance what we're saying. It's not like you have to now be nice with everybody. Just be a kind-hearted person, and that's one of the things I mentioned in the book that I wrote, The Totality of the Complete Woman. That a woman has to be respectful, a woman has to be presentable, and a woman has to be kind and honorable as well, and bring honor to our home. So if you want to create a balance, you have to create alliances with people. Your driver. When I travel to Nigeria for holiday, every time I come, they know I'm different. They just know, are you mommy's daughter? Are you sure you are mommy's daughter? I'm like, yeah, because you're a bit different. So I'm like super nice to everyone, and they're like, please don't travel back. Just stay around. It is deliberate, but it has become a part of my life that when people go out of the way to do things for me. I have people who volunteer to help me with my shows and things that I'm doing. That I was even surprised. And I say, I'm writing a book. They are coming all out from their corners. I say, I'm going to help you do this. Well, I'm going to help you do that. Why? Because I've invested in people. So if you want to be successful as a woman, I keep saying it. We said in the event yesterday that we had with Evie Tagalume, that if you want to be successful, you want to create a balance, you have to invest in people. You cannot play down on investing in good relationship. Is very, very important, right? So let's move on. So what advice would you have generally for a single lady? So we know that you are in a marriage now, you have children, you have a career. That moment when you transition from being a single lady, or before you transition from being a single lady to a married woman, how did you manage your struggles? What would you say when you look back? You said, I would not want any lady to make this mistake. What would that thing be?
Okay. As a single lady, when I was still single, I was very strong-willed. And when you come close to me, before I say two things, I'll tell you my vision. So I hardly had men coming around because when we say something, I'm an engineer, I want to have one of the biggest. I kept telling people about my vision. I was always talking about my vision, just like David. So you have a mindset about me. You will know how to relate with me and what to tell me. So even when my husband came, he already knew that, oh, this is our vision. This is what she wants to become in life. So we don't have problems even till now. We've not had issues on this career thing because I made it clear before we got married that this is what I want to become. So to the single ladies out there, just be focused, just remain focused. There are times you can be intimidated. A lot of men want to intimidate you. Men easily want to intimidate strong-willed people. That's just the truth. They always want to intimidate them. I've heard men tell me, you want to be an engineer? You cannot, it's very hard. And I tell them, don't worry, let's see. And yeah, because I was very focused, I never really had any man trying to victimize me. Because I will never beg you for free money. I tell them I don't want free money. Just give me a job to do. Give me contracts, and I'll make my profit from it. So I never begged any man for money. I never come to look for favor from any man. Instead, I tell you, I want contracts. I want a job. So to all those single ladies out there who are trying to make a balance in their career, don't give up. I never allow any man intimidate you. They might want to tell you, when you marry, you will not be able to cope. Tell them it's a lie. Those you might be running out of time. You might be getting older and say, maybe because of this, my career, no man is coming. It's a lie. The man that suits you, that can help you. Because when you marry is when you face the real race. You're just still you're still on your mat. When you marry is when you will go, is when you start running. So don't let any man come, because a lot of men easily get intimidated.
They do. They
When
do.
some men see women, see career women, easily there's this fear of, should not overshadow me when I get married. Don't
Yes.
allow such thing. Don't allow such thing. Don't think
Mm.
no man will come. There are a lot of men out there who are looking for strong-willed women.
And
Everybody
yeah,
wants their wife to be Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala.
I'm
Everybody
telling
wants their wives to be Alakija. That's the truth. Yeah, so people want their wife. So the right man will come.
you.
Never
Yeah.
allow any man intimidate you. There's
Mm.
no man on this earth that has ever intimidated me. You can never ever intimidate me. So don't allow intimidation. Be focused and never beg man for anything. Never beg and say, I'm a doctor now, so I just come and no, 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 no. Don't take it for granted, and you start losing focus. So remain
Mm.
focused, and that vision, hold on to it. There is no easy route to success. There are always hurdles. But how you overcome the hurdles, what matters most.
Wow, that is really amazing. In fact, you've answered almost in fact all the questions that I have on board for you. But I really like what you said about, having a vision as a young lady for yourself and not being afraid to speak about it. And that was one of the things in fact, that was chapter one of that book that I wrote about, establishing anew your self-worth, your self-value, speaking about your vision to people. It's not pride, it's what you want to pursue. And the beautiful thing about what you said also is that when you speak your vision, there are some men that will come around you that will be intimidated. I remember many persons here were in the conference as well when I gave the example of the seller one, seller two, seller three. So we kind of like simulated an example. We said, okay, imagine someone selling a shoe, and a man walks into three shops, owned by three ladies, and then one behaves as though, "Oh, I'm not interested, I don't know the price," and the man walks away. And the second one comes and says, "Okay, how much is this?" And she said, "Pay me half the price." And the man says, "I will get back to you. Let me check if someone will sell for lesser." And then the third woman was like, "Before I tell you the price, let me tell you the value of the shoe. Its quality,
Exactly.
tally, is this, is that. In fact, you get money back guarantee." When the woman was done, the man paid more than what the others. And I told them, say, imagine yourself as the seller. Your quality, your identity, your self-worth, everything is that quality that you are communicating. So some women will hide it, and say, maybe I won't see a man to marry. No, if a man is not going to get married to you because you are strong-willed, you know your vision for yourself, then he's not the right person, because you need someone who will really, really support you. So single ladies, I think we had an event called Ladies Do Not Ignore the Signs. I'm going to put that video up on YouTube today. So if you've missed that event, you can go back and watch the event. But well, I'm really so happy that we had this conversation today. I don't know if you have any last words for both married and single women. What are your last words to all of them?
Don't give up. The truth is that times are hard. Like I said, I've put in 11 years to get to where I am today. So people say, Shola is doing a lot of projects. She's doing contracts. I even hear some young ones say, I want to be like Shola. I just laugh.
Mm.
It wasn't easy getting this far. Don't ever give up. Just keep focusing on that thing you want to achieve. One day, just put your mind on it. Don't get discouraged, and don't divert your attention. Don't do too many things. Do just one thing. Bring out that thing. Let that diamond glitter. So it might be rough, but don't worry. Just keep focusing. It will become a success.
Wow, that is amazing. I'm sure everyone is blown away. I'm sure you even answered all their questions. Thank you so much for coming on today with me. I'm really, really happy that you were able to make it and we had this successful talk show on the Career Hot Seat. Thank you so much for sharing your passion. I know that a lot of people are already motivated enough to say, no, I want to be like Shola. I want to pursue vision. And I tell you one thing, ladies, when you are focused on your vision, you will attract ladies who are like you. You attract people who are like you. Those who are lazy, they won't come around you. You will not just align with them. So don't focus your mind on, I want to make friends here and there. Build your network, but build your network with people who have positive vibes, positive energies only. Thank you so much, Shola. I'm going to let you go now. Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for.
very much.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, ma'am.
Good evening.
Thank you. Mm.
So, ladies, thank you guys so much. We've come to the end of the Career Hot Seat with Dr. Naomi. I and Engineer Shola. I'm sure that you benefited so much from what we did now. And I would like to say that we'll have more ladies come up on the show, those that have businesses, those that are also successful in career. I want to try to bridge the gap between there and here to simplify success for those who are young. So please give a thumbs up to this video. Make sure that you like it. I'm going to take it off, do some editing and bring it up back on, but just ensure that you like the video. When it's up, you get a notification, share to your friends so that they also can benefit. And if you have any questions at all that we did not answer today, you can send to me and I will send to Engineer Shola and she'll get her answers across to me for you. I love you guys so much. Stay blessed, stay connected to my channel, stay connected on the Facebook page, stay connected on the WhatsApp group as well. I have a lot of plans for August. We're going to be having a workshop, a mind-blowing workshop, something you've never seen before, and it's going to be completely free. So get yourselves ready. I have a lot planned, and if you like to be a part of my team making these things happen, you can send a message to my number as well, and I'll add you on to my team. I love you guys. Have a wonderful evening, and bye for now.